everyone, here's Crypto Diva, and today I'm going to talk about the future of art on blockchain. And then I will show you a real example of how artists can benefit from it. The rise of online virtual rooms, 3D models of exhibitions, and most recently NFTs have contributed greatly in evolving the way art is being experienced today. Many in the art world still perceive the NFT boom as ephemeral, but there is no denying that digital art and NFTs, even for traditional art, have immense potential and might capture a significant chunk of transactions in the future. Digital innovation and cutting-edge technologies are aiding both visual artists and the galleries. Making artworks is no longer a solitary business, for some artists at least. In the past decade, a great number of artists have begun using technologies and artificial intelligence for their artistic expressions. And in many ways, technologies adopted by museums, galleries, and innovative art platforms have enhanced the impact and reach of art. It has now evolved into digital public ledgers that store the information of all the transactions taking place on the network, making digital ownership and transfer through reselling of assets and artworks a transparent and hassle-free process. Through NFTs or non-fungible tokens, artists and art collectors can easily secure their digital and traditional artworks. Many galleries have already begun selling NFTs of artworks. This ensures a secure transfer of ownership as every transaction is marked on the network at the time of sale. Plus, NFTs can help certify artworks and curb the menace of fakes plaguing the art world. Maybe it's a little intangible. Let me show you a real example. So, a month ago, the Blockchance Exhibition and conferences took place in Hamburg, and I was there. This event tends to educate people about contemporary economic trends, social changes, and any kind of change that is brought to us by blockchain technology. It's basically a gathering for the community of like-minded people, thought leaders, and visionaries. You know this experience when you somehow manage to be in the right place, in the right time, with the right people? Well, it happened to me there. I discovered the game over. Before I tell you who they are and what they do, let me explain some terms briefly so that you understand better. One of the things that you gotta know is the difference between AR and VR. AR, or augmented reality, is an enhanced version of the real physical world that is achieved through the use of digital visual elements, sound, or other sensory stimuli delivered via technology. Now, this is what I saw in Game Over exhibition booth. The Mona Lisa. But it's not the normal Mona Lisa. It smiles at you, winks at you, and then gets out of the frame and turns into a huge spider. And when you look back at the frame, she's gone. This is augmented reality. You still have the real life in front of you, but with the use of an iPad or an iPhone, you can create an enhanced version of the reality, which is so much more exciting. Now, what is VR? VR, or virtual reality, is the use of computer technology to create a simulated environment. VR places you inside an experience. Instead of viewing a screen in front of you, you are immersed and you are able to interact with 3D worlds. By simulating as many senses as possible, such as vision, hearing, touch, and even smell, the computer is transformed into a gatekeeper to this artificial world. As I was in the Blockchance Exhibition, I tried the VR headset of the Game Over group. Let me show you where they took me. So, a few years ago, an office building in the former West Berlin that was about to be demolished became the biggest urban art exhibition ever. The rooms got fully scanned down to the very last detail, and now they are turned into NFTs, ready to be collected and explored in AR and VR technology. Now the rooms don't exist anymore in the reality, but you can explore them in the virtual reality. Now I am the biggest fan of the Game Over, and we are working on some secret projects together, but I cannot tell you yet. 1 week after the Blockchance Summit, I went to Berlin to see their NFT museum. Remember the building I told you about? So after the building was demolished, the artist group Dixons created a completely new world there. Instead of machines and casino tables that used to be there, now you could walk through colorful light effects and digital elements. You can discover the analog works of art in a completely new way using the Game Over app. If you point the camera of your mobile phone at the figures on the walls, you will suddenly see them in 3D. Game Over is immortalizing exhibited artworks as NFTs on the blockchain. The visitors can take one of the collectibles home using the admission credit on the app. And there will be a company edition where brands will have the opportunity to create exclusive NFTs together with Game Over's artists. Many of the world's leading art galleries now host virtual shows, tours, and interactive exhibitions. This has helped both artists and galleries in keeping their sale adrift during these unpredicted times. Blockchain technology's foray into the art world has the potential to reshape the way art is sold and bought. The exhibition at the Game Over is finished now, and as I said, I cannot spoil the next level, but let me give you a keyword.